right? So that's all, friends. Let's get the point now. So we started recording, and then let me share screen. Can you see my screen now? Is my screen visible? Just
Yes, sir.
please,
Yes, sir. Yes.
please. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for confirming. So that now we should be fine. Screen is visible, audio is visible. So we can start discussing about continue from where we left yesterday. We left with we had almost discussed everything that is needed to work with tuples, right? So now what we have to do today? I told you today we work on a couple of topics. One is a couple tuple. One is tuple slicing, and second one is a tuple comprehension. See, I don't think there is big difference between list comprehension and tuple comprehension or dict comprehension or set comprehension, any comprehension. Okay. So it's all about just only thing is that structure changes. For list comprehension, we use square brackets. For tuple comprehension, we use just brackets, that round brackets. For more clarity, I'm using the word round. Okay. For dict comprehension, we use flower braces like that. Okay. So we need to understand these things, and definitely we use, if you want to be a good Python developer, using as many comprehensions as possible makes you one of the best Python developer, friends. Okay. And it doesn't mean that you should always apply comprehensions, but if you can optimize your code as much as possible by using comprehensions, definitely that's a different level. You got it right. So that's it, friends. So for that, what is needed is it's all about thinking. Suppose if you wrote a 10 lines of code, and if you want to just make it 2 lines or 3 lines, you have to think in the next way. And in the next level, what is that? What if I use comprehension here? How to apply comprehension? In fact, the standard code you write, the same code you insert into the comprehensive code. If you are really good with writing standard or freestyle coding, the same thing you can do with the comprehension. Only thing is spending little time and mastering that comprehension. That is important. Just remember. Now let's get into the business now. Tuple slicing means already, any slicing, the concept of slicing is same for anything. It's not just for tuple. But anyhow, let us take some scenarios. Okay, we'll do one thing. I would like to get it from Google directly from outside, not from inside. So tuple slicing example, so that we have a better this thing on that. Okay, not the concept. We just need examples. Slicing exercise. Let us take exercise. Okay, that is what we need. We don't need any explanation or anything. Reverse a tuple. Yeah, you can do with the slicing. Access value 20 from tuple. Create a tuple with single item 20. Okay. Actually, we need to talk one more concept called packing and unpacking. Just remind me. That is a very simple topic. Okay. I don't think these are very basic examples. Tuple exercise. This guy is exclusive saying tuple exercise. Let's see what is that. Let's take this. Question 1. Create a tuple containing numbers greater than 5 from the given tuple using below loop. Super. This is a good question. Let's take this. This type of questions we need. We need simple but more thinking. That is what we need. So this example, I like this. Definitely this is useful example, friends, from a thinking prospect. All right, let's try this. What is the question? Create a tuple containing numbers greater than 5 from the given tuple below using for loop. That anyhow we apply for loop only. I am also pinging this for you so that you can also solve this. These are all questions. Okay. Let's solve few of these questions. And also I'll share the website link also. Maybe if you think if you want to go through some examples or exercises, use it. Okay. And I will also add it in the notepad and share it with you in future. Okay. So now let's get into the business. What is that you should do? Simple. Go to the program, just create under tuple projects, right click and then say new or tuple comprehension. Okay, now let us see. Sorry, let us see this. So take that, copy that code from that, actually the input tuple from the website, whatever we are seeing there. Now let us apply. What is the requirement? Requirement is simple. Let do things. We'll do one thing. We will follow two ways. So if you follow two ways, once you are really good with first way, creating tuple comprehension is very simple if you apply second way. Right? I'm just giving a quick idea. It's as simple as if you are able to ride a cycle, you can easily ride bicycle, that scooter or whatever it is, bike or something, same thing. Let's follow two approaches. Approach one is a standard approach or a regular approach. Okay, let me show you both. APPROACH approach one. Follow two approaches in that first approach, or follow two solutions. Let me use best word, solutions. If you want, you can follow multiple also, but I'm taking only two here for now. Now let's go with solution one. This is a standard solution or a freestyle solution, solution one. This is a standard solution. Okay. Now let us do it now. What is that I should do? We have to requirement. I think I didn't add the comment. This is very important. Always copy this question query, add this query in the comment so that when you see that program, you understand exactly what you are doing, friends. Okay. I hope you are good with that. Fine. Let's get into the, this is a very simple, with all that discussions, with all that training we had so far, solving this problem is very simple for you. If you have practiced all this, whatever we had discussed so far. Create a tuple containing numbers greater than 5. What is there in that? Iterate the, now start iterate tuple. I'm just doing a standard process. Then what, how do you iterate for sum? Val in my tuple. Whose tuple? My tuple. Then simple, right? What is they are asking? Create a tuple containing numbers greater than 5. So if you should create a tuple, all that numbers greater than 5. See, simple. Understand the problem. You have to create a tuple. Don't just print it. Create a tuple number greater than 5. All that numbers greater than 5 should get into one tuple, something like this. What is that? Some 6, 7. Okay, some 8 dot 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 something. It should be created in the form of a tuple like this. What is that you should do now? If you should do that, first thing is, first we need to take the help of a list here. If you should create a tuple like this with all numbers greater than 5, what is that you should, I'll give a quick algorithm. So create an empty list first. First we have to create empty list and then add all that numbers. What is that? All that, put, otherwise best word is, I'll just use our simple English. Put all numbers greater than 5 into list first, because tuple is not dynamic. Even if you create empty tuple, you cannot add anything to that or you cannot remove anything from that. You know that very well, friends. So best thing you have to do is create a list, add whatever you want, which follows this condition, all that elements into list, convert that list to tuple. What is that? Simple thing. We know we can convert list to tuple, tuple to list, or tuple to dictionary, dictionary to tuple. We can do all these conversions. You got my point, friends? You can do all these conversions. So create empty list, put all numbers greater than 5 into that list. Okay. And finally, what you have to do? Convert that list into, what is that you should do? Convert that list into tuple. Over. Whatever that guy is asking, you are giving that. So this is the approach you have to follow. And this is a freestyle approach. You got it right. Now, what is that I should do? Just iterate tuple. And before that, what is that I should do? As discussed in this algorithm, this is a quick pseudocode. We have to create empty list first. So my list, now instead of my tuple, create my list equal to empty one. Follow camel case. In case if you want to create something like this. So they always, every word starting letter should be upper. Right, if you have multiple words. Here also, if you want, you can put T. This is a standard coding process. Okay. So just create an empty list. Now what is that? You should put T capital here as well. That's how we follow when you do development. And then my list dot append of val. But if I just add this, if I just append these values, we are simply converting tuple to list by doing some iteration. We are not following actual requirement. What is that requirement? Here we are asked to get all elements greater than 5 in a tuple. Then there is a condition check here, simple condition check. What is that we should do when you are iterating tuple? You should see if val greater than 5, if any value greater than 5, then only you should append that value to list. Then you should append that value to list. See here. This is what you should do. Conditional append you should do, not a direct append. If you do direct appending, it's as simple as converting the tuple to list only. By sweating here. What is that you are doing? You are sweating. You don't need to sweat for that. Simply apply list method that and pass that tuple to list. It will do the conversion. And you don't need to sweat a lot here. See, writing all these 3 lines of code. You got it right, friends. So this is in case of this conditional check, then we need this approach. Just converting to list, this is not needed. The easiest process we have. Right? Got it right, friends. Simple. We are done with this. What this does, this will add all values that is greater than 5 to the list. You know, append purpose. We had already had a very detailed discussion. Append will add each value to the list which are greater than 5 here. But this is what kind of adding? Conditional adding. What is that? Conditional appending otherwise. Whichever greater than 5 that we should add to the list here. Okay, fine. We are done with whatever that is needed. Just do a quick print here just to see what is there inside list. Just run it first before you go and do further implementation. Okay, right click and then run this. See, all numbers greater than 5 in the tuple are appended to list here. You can see here. Now, this list should be converted to tuple. For that, what is that we should do? Simple mantra. Just add a comment. Converting list to tuple. Finally, this is what the problem is. Finally, we should get a tuple with all numbers greater than 5. So for that, what is that I should do? I have to convert list to tuple now. How do I do that? It is very simple process. Simply my tuple 2 equal to use a conversion method that is nothing but built-in list method. Use a conversion method that is built-in tuple method. To this tuple method, pass that my list. Automatically, all elements of list, including list, are converted to tuple here. This operation simply converts list to tuple. That's all. Now you print my tuple 2. Print my tuple 2 and also print my tuple 1 also. The original list and the filtered list. Okay, filtered list is what is with the original tuple. I think I mistold that. The original tuple and what is the other one? Filtered tuple with numbers greater than 5. Now run this. Now you can see this is original tuple. And you see this is filtered tuple. Now is this converted to tuple or not? You can see the same list, whatever we have here is converted to the tuple. For that, what did we do? We just applied a simple conversion here. Even you can do the same. If you want to convert tuple to list also, just a simple operation. That's all. You got it right, friends? This is idea about what? About how to get the solving this problem. This is how we solve this problem. How to get a tuple containing numbers greater than 5. Okay, that's it. Next one. This is what process standard. How do you convert this into the tuple comprehension? Same thing. If you want to convert this into the tuple comprehension, very simple. Same syntax we have to follow. So now you are following up solution 2. This is solution 2. Okay. Even I didn't write this earlier, friends. Trust me. But I am very sure I can solve this problem. I didn't write it earlier. Right? I am not even sure how much tuple thing I can do here now. But my confidence is I will solve this problem. You got it right? That is what we need. No matter what, when you take a problem, you know it or not is nothing. Right? You know it or not, you don't need to care about it. What is that is? Once you take that, we should know where to search for that, where to get the code, how to modify the code, and how to test it, and finally get the expected result. If you understand this, if you master this process, then you don't need to be expert in any technology. Got it right, friends? Now come to the solution. I don't want to waste on pep talk here. So solution 2, what is it? I have to create a tuple. Same syntax we can follow for tuple, what we used for list also. Syntax is simple. Here we have expression. That is the first one. Generally, all these comprehensions takes 3 parameters. Expression, and then iterator, and then last one is what, friends? Condition. And here condition is optional. If you want, you can apply condition. If you don't want, you can exclude condition. But these two are at least 2 parameters are must. Okay, but this is the general syntax of any iterator. If it is list, you put square brackets. If it is tuple, you put this round brackets. If it is dictionary, you put this flower braces. We'll talk about that when we go to dictionary. So this is the idea, friends. Okay, this is the idea. So actually we started to do slicing. Somehow we got into the comprehensions, right? So no problem. That is fine. I'll get back to the slicing back again. I'll take some scenarios for slicing. Even this is very interesting topic, very useful also. It's not like interesting, very useful. Okay, let's see. This is the syntax, friends. How many parameters should be there for a tuple? 3 parameters. An expression, an iterator, a condition. How many are must? How many parameters are must? How many are must? Maybe you can answer in the chat box, friends. Okay, are must. How many are must? I am answering. Who? Okay. Condition is optional. If you want, you can utilize it. If you don't want, you can exclude it. It's up to you. Right? At least 2 are important. What are those 2? Expression and iterator. So this is the basic syntax. Okay, expression, iterator. We can okay, at least have 2 parameters. Max, we can add 3 parameters. It's up to us. Okay, that's all, friends. A quick idea. So that is a quick idea about the syntax of tuple comprehension. Max, we can have up to how many? 3 parameters. Of course, you can add multiple variables. You can do so much. I'll come up with very basic comprehensions to most complex comprehensions. We also do a lot of code tuning. While doing that code tuning, you observe a lot of changes that's happening with a normal approach and with a tuple approach or comprehensive approach. Okay, fine. Shall we get into the business now, friends? Yeah, I remember we started slicing, but we jump out to comprehension. No problem. Let's get completed on comprehension. Then we'll come back to the slicing again. So are you ready for this now? What is that I should do now? Simply come here. You are good with syntax, right? All of you are good with syntax, right? Are you clear? Maybe if you can say yes or no. That would help me,
Yes, sir.
friends. Okay. Good. Thank you. Anyone, please, answering that gives more interaction in the session. Okay. Let's get into this thing now. Come to the code here. What is that you do? Use which one we need now? We need all three parameters in the comprehension or just two parameters? Can you please answer in the chat box? You don't need to, tell it loud if you don't want, but just answer in the chat box. Should we use three parameters or two parameters? If you keep answering, it will only enhance your understanding, friends. Trust me, right? So should we use three parameters or two parameters? Definitely this time we need to use three parameters. Why? Because you can see in the this solution one, there is a condition check as well. So what is that you should do? Use first, don't start with anything. Assume that we are very new here. Create a empty tuple. Now start. Here, this is there, right? First, copy this part. Right? Iterator part, anyhow, you have created in a standard approach or stand from a standard solution. Copy this one. I'll just show you how simple you can make a comprehension and just throw it in tuple comprehension and remove that colon. Colon is not needed here. So iterator we have added. Second thing, what is second thing, friends? Last thing is we need a condition. Copy this condition, throw it into comprehension and remove that colon. Don't put colons inside comprehension. We don't need that. If you want, you can put brackets. If you want, you can remove brackets. It's up to you. Brackets are optional here. So we added two parameters. And one more is very, very important. If you want result, you have to add that. Expression is very important. It might be a variable or it might be a logic. What is important? Expression. Third thing. See, we simply added two. What is the third one? Third one is a my list dot append. So what is that you should do? My list dot append. Okay. And finally, just leave it like that. So here you do one thing. For solution 2, see how many lines we have created here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some 4 or 5 lines of code. And also converting to tuple is one more line, some 5, 6 lines of code. All that you just simplified or optimized into one line. See, this is just one line. Now, what is that you should create? What is that? You pass input tuple, the parent tuple as is. Don't change anything to this. This is the input tuple. Just pass it. But that is what we should iterate. On the tuple, we should apply some condition, and that we should add it to this. Which one list here? So you do one thing. Create my list to equal to. Create one empty list now, and then just on that empty list apply append. That should be fine. Why there is a warning? Tuple statement seems to have no effect. We should assign this to some variable. That's why it is saying that. So some people call tuple, some people call tuple. I am calling tuple, friends. It's up to you what you want to call. Now I am assigning this whole comprehension to another variable because this returns some result. That result has to be assigned to some variable. So I named that variable as my tuple 3. Okay. So what you should do now, just say print of my tuple 3. Let's see what would be the output. I am not sure what would be the output. I just gave a try without any knowledge or without any experience. I have given a try, but I'm sure I might hit my target. Let's run this now. Oh, this guy gave generator object. What gave? If you see this kind of object, that means what? This we have to iterate this. He gave generator object. Then we should iterate a generator object again. Just got this, friends. Let me give you a clear idea. Whenever you see something like a generator, it means what? It is packed into an object called generator. All your data, whatever that is needed, is put inside that, and a packing is done. What done? It's like as if you put something into a box and pack it. That is what a generator object is. Now you should unpack it or unbox it. For that, what is the solution? Simple solution is iterating it. One solution is what? One is iterating it. Okay, learn all this. This is the new scenario for you also, friends. Trust me. This is first time we are seeing this scenario. But no problem. I just explained in very simple layman terms. Generator is like a box of values, and that box you should unpack. How do you do that? Either by iterating it or adding something else, or converting explicit converting using that kind of what is that list or something, tuple or something. But okay, we will go one by one. Okay. Now, what is that I want to do? I want to just iterate this. See what data we have in this. Simply for some val in my, but I don't want like this anyhow. See what my final solution is. I want it in the form of tuple only. But let us just iterate it and see what is that print of val here. Okay, and run this now. We should get all that filtered data. But unfortunately, you can see we are getting none here. Means what? Probably append method don't return anything. That is why we are getting this. So in that case, what is that?
I think we need to remove that append. It is working, Manohar.
Okay, you want
Just
me to remove?
Yeah, just keep only val. Remove my list too also. Just keep val only. That's sufficient.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, we don't need also the for loop also not required.
Yeah, we don't need this also. That's exactly what correct, Adish. I agree with you. So this itself is directly adding those data to this tuple. Yes, perfect, Adish. Anyhow, I just thought to go and check in ChatGPT for a better solution. You just became a what is that? Indirect ChatGPT here. Thank you for that. Okay, appreciate. Now run this now and see. We don't need this time because if we are getting generator object, but anyhow, I'm giving some analysis. When I tried this, when I apply append, we are getting none. Why we are getting none? Because if some value should be added there, then it should not, it should return, that method should return some value. But unfortunately, append don't return anything. That's why we got none. If a method don't return anything, it returns none. Keep in mind, friends. Okay, that's why we got none. This is simple, so simple than the previous one. Let's right click and run this. Now, oh, even now we got a generator. You got it right? Anyhow, now if you see generator, you don't think this is not new for you this time. If it is generator, you know what is that you should do, friends? Yes or no? Please answer in the chat box. When you see generator, what is that you should say? You should apply. What is that you should apply? For val in my tuple 3 and then print of val. Let us see. This gives us some output. You can see we got output here. See, from 6 onwards. What is that we got? We got the expected result. All that values are there in the tuple, but still it is returning us this tuple comprehension is returning. What is it returning? It is not returning a direct tuple, but something in the form of a generator. But what I want is I want it completely in a tuple form. Let us just see. Anyone has any solution for that? I want it as a tuple itself, not as a generator object. So I would like to filter it a little more. Is it okay for all of you? Right, let's do that then. Let's go to the Chat GPT. Okay, I'm just trying to make you familiar with all this. That's all, friends. That is the only idea. This we don't need.
So Manoj, why I'm not getting that object one? So I mean, in my because I'm trying also with you. I'm not getting that object one.
Which one you are not getting, Adish? Is it Adish?
Yes. So the you are getting that object return, right?
This one, generator object.
Yeah, huh? I am not getting that one.
Okay, no problem. Can you please share me your screen if it is okay for you?
Yeah.
Let's see. But there is nothing.
Yeah, something. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. This is okay. This is actually list comprehension, right, Adish? This is not tuple, right? This is a list comprehension.
Okay.
You can see, just change that brackets to, you put square brackets, change it to.
Okay. Okay.
So tuple means you have to apply always. Tuple has that other brackets, round brackets. Now you try it, you will definitely get generator object.
Now still I triggered right
No,
now.
no. You what you did is you again you have explicitly converted that generator to tuple. Just comment that statement for a while. Now you run this, definitely you'll get generator, no doubt in that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Got it, right?
Yes.
So that's all, friends. Very simple. So this is we got it like this. But what I want the whole output in not generator. I want it completely in the tuple. So here what we need is we can, one thing is conversion. Already I had discussed this. One thing is applying conversions like this. We are already doing same thing here also. Another thing is we try to iterate it. This is fine. So, oh, please share my screen. Huh? We lost in translation. This is called. Okay, no problem. Can you see my screen now? So this is one solution, friends. When you have a generator object like this, immediately what is that you should do? You should nothing. This is, we don't need to be surprised seeing this object. Okay, we have all values. We got result. Only thing is this is in the form of a box. You should hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Now hearing is now we are hearing. Yes, sir.
Is it clear for you, friends?
No, sir. The voice is blurred.
Blur. Yeah, let me just.
Your voice is breaking up, sir.
Right. Yeah. Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now is it okay? Okay, I need to
Yes, sir.
continue. Maybe we'll get then we can any inconvenience. We'll recap this, no problem. I'm only just giving you different ways of thinking. Okay, first I'm trying you to different ways. That's what here, friends. Okay, so this is one solution. Just simply getting, we tried in other way it work. We didn't get results. So Adish helped us again to come up with a better solution, and we did that. Definitely we get it like in previous anything like none. One quick question. Whenever you see
Sir, share your screen, sir.
not able to screen, I am in screen share only. It is now in
The voice is breaking. Not yet clearly.
I got it. Not see, right?
Yes, your voice is breaking, sir. We are not getting.
Okay, and shall we stop this? Just 10 minutes, friends. I'll enter and then. Seeing anything?
Sir, I am hearing you.
For you hear me?
Sir, it seems there may be a connection, poor connection issue.
Just a minute. Can you hear me, friends? Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I think we generally don't have power cut at this time. This today we we don't know. There should be some issue here. Fine, it's okay. Let's continue. So we are talking about this comprehension. You can see my screen, right? Just confirm, friends. So this is one
Yes, sir,
thing.
we are.
When you get something like this, a generator object. Okay, let me quickly see if we are recording also. Then we'll continue. Oh, we are already recording. No issues. Then continue. See, this is one approach. Iterating generator object and extracting that data and doing some implementation or manipulation on that. That is one thing. Second thing, I don't want this output as a generator object. then directly you do a tuple conversion here. Just apply. We found that when I apply a tuple comprehension, it gave me a generator object. Then I want it in the form of a tuple output. Then the simple thing is we have to again directly we have to convert that generator to a tuple explicitly like this. Now if you if you print tuple 3, then you see a tuple directly with all that data. See here. You can see here. Can you see it? But if you should apply this conversion or not, that you come to know when you come to know first if you test it at level 1. If you test it like this, then you get some output. When you print it, you come to know about something. Okay, you got generator object. Then the next thing you should think is, okay, this is giving generator. I don't want generator output. It should be in a tuple form. Then simply in that case, whenever you see that, just the easiest thing is Python is just do what friends? A conversion. Just apply a collection here. Just use that method, whatever you want to convert, just pass it and automatically it will do the conversion. And right click this and then run this. Just again.
Or even we can do in line number 29 also.
Line number?
29 also. In the print statement, before printing it, we can convert to tuple and then we can print.
Correct. But that doesn't preserve the result, right, Naveen? If you want to preserve it, you do it here. Or else there is another way. What you are saying, we can apply the same. What is that? As per Naveen. Naveen is suggesting one more solution. What is it is? If you don't put here, one thing what is saying we can directly put it in print, right? Is what Naveen suggesting. Yes, I agree completely with Naveen also. See, this is what he says. That's true. Appreciate it. But suppose if I want it somewhere, then this is a temporary this thing. That's all, friends. Some temporary arrangement. But if you want that result to be preserved, then we can split like this. Otherwise, same thing what Naveen suggested. If you instead of printing, you take one more my tuple 4. You can break down that process. First, you get that generator, and that generator once you acquire that or once you gather that, once you get that, then you can also pass that to tuple in the next step like this. You can break it. But this is at learning level.
Even same variable instead of
you
code,
can put
can
this.
use the same thing also.
Yeah. I'm coming to that only, Naveen. Yes, I agree. Yes, whatever you are saying is correct. Okay. So this is now same thing, but this is at learning level. It's good. But you are working at development level. This doesn't look that good. The same thing you can simplify. When you are in development, you just have to simplify this, optimize this into single step. Just put this tuple directly here instead of what? Splitting into 2 steps. Do everything in a single step. That's all, friends. You got it right. So I'm just giving you all that different scenarios. What I think what I wish to teach or I wish to discuss, and also scenarios that is coming from our fellow friends as well. You got it right. So this is the idea, friends.
Even
This is
then, I think without tuple function, if we give comma also, it will directly convert to tuple, I guess.
Comma. Let me just. I think we here 1 minute. Yes, Naveen. I'll come to you. Wait. Just give me a minute. Just remove that tuple here while printing. Once you do conversion to the tuple, again you don't need to pass tuple here. That's not needed. So run this now. Converting tuple to tuple again doesn't make sense. So this is what we should do. All in one step. This is a simple another solution for the problem what we have. Okay. Now, Naveen, please let me know. Tell me what you want to. You are saying something.
Yeah, even without using the tuple function, at the end, if I put comma also, I think it will directly convert to tuple.
At the end, where you want to put comma? Tell me.
Remove tuple, and after the comprehension at the end, if we put comma, because like 1 comma, if we give, it will directly convert to tuple. No, not here. After the bracket.
Value.
No, after the parenthesis. I mean, value is greater than 5. at the end.
You want here, huh?
Yeah, even if we give, I think it will directly convert to tuple, because when we give like 1 comma 2 comma 3, it will be tuple only, right?
Fine, let's see. But let us test it, right? Anyhow, we got some more idea, right? Let's test it quickly. If this gives us a tuple directly without conversion, let's run this. See, it's giving a generator object again, Navin. Why? Because
Okay.
this is not inside, right? This is outside. When it is outside, all that implementation happens with the code inside this. So it finally generates
Okay, if we
a.
put value in the beginning, value comma, if we put,
That won't work, I believe, Navin. Right. But anyhow, you suggested let's try it. Let's try it. See what happened now?
it's giving syntax error.
Correct. Right. So it won't that generally that is not supporting here, Navin. It won't work. Okay.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. There is nothing wrong, friends. See, if we get something and test it also, that enhance our understanding of concept. You got it right. So why I take all different scenarios from our friends as well, because I call all of you friends because right, everybody has something in the mind. That idea, if you take from multiple people, we can add more information, friends. Just keep in mind. Okay, that's the finally my question is, do you get it now? Are you clear with all these solutions? Maybe we are taking time every day, but every session what I am trying to discuss with you definitely should add something to your brain, friends. Got it? So I believe you should very clear with this process now, how to do a tuple comprehension, the two steps process, the basic standard approach, and the second one, the tuple approach. Got it right? Now I shared you the website as well. Right. I'll do one more problem now, and then maybe remaining problems you can try it yourself. Even there are solutions with that problems. If you want, you can try check in that which one in that website. This problem seems to be really good for me. When I look at it, I can easily tell. So even they provide solutions as well. If you want to give a try, first give first solve the questions, and later on, if you think it's quite difficult to solve it, maybe just look at the solution and see. Okay. Now I'm trying to solve this. This is question to create a tuple containing numbers greater than 5 from the given tuple below using a for loop. Here there is a slight twist here. See, they added a string data also. If it is string and boolean data. See, if it is all numeric data, then it's quite easy to apply condition and do that this thing. But when you have this kind of mixed data, then directly applying that condition check will be little tough, will be little different. I don't say it's tough. In Python, most of the things are interesting and easy. Okay. So the scenario is a little different. We have to think a bit here. Of course, standard process, I'll get the solution. But comprehensive process, because we are compacting the solution, right? We need a little thinking there. But let's do it. So we don't need to care. I told you, right? I don't worry about what problem I am getting because I know how to solve problem. I may not know the technical that thing. Okay. But I know the process. When I know the process, then I am not worried. Just keep in mind, friends. Okay. Now get back to the next topic. Okay. What is that? Again, tuple comprehension. Let's create one more file here. So tuple underscore comprehension 2. Okay. Now what do you do here? Same problem, just add it to the comment first. Problem statement here. Now, how many solutions we are going to use here? 2 solutions. But requirement is same requirement. Numbers greater than 5, all that should come to one tuple. And all that, what is that? The other data or that string data, all that you should ignore all that. So what is that you should do here? Simple, right? So here, first thing, again, same process what we did. We have 2 solutions. So we use what? 2 solutions here. What is that 2 solutions? We create two solutions, not use. We create two solutions and we are following solution one. What is that solution one? Solution one is simple, a standard solution. First, we need a list here, an empty list. Assign that. The same process I am repeating, friends, and then iterate this tuple. And of course, one thing I didn't do is we have to declare tuple. I just put that in comments. Okay. So remove the comment for Control Z. Sorry, no need. Remove the comment for tuple. I have to add comment for what? The problem statement should be in comment, not the tuple in comment. Okay. So I added problem statement in the comment. Now I created a tuple here. Then what? We are creating solution. Solution one. One is standard solution, right? Or a regular solution, whatever you call standard solution. Okay. Then here for some val in my list. Okay. Sorry. What is that? You should iterate. You should iterate tuple. Some val in my tuple. You can follow a standard of your namings. Okay. I'm following camel case for all my names. Okay. Variable names. And here my tuple T. And then what is that I do now? Same process. But here I should do a little bit of validation here. One condition check is applying if checking if each value is greater than 5 or not. Second thing, right? If it is not numeric, you should exclude that. So what is that you should do? If simple val greater than 5 and what is that I should do? Type, we should use type of val. If type of val, right? Not equal, we can apply directly equal or not equal. Anything should be fine. Equal to int. Generally, we have two types of numeric types. One is intent, the other one is float, and another one is what, friends? And type of val equal to int, and that is one solution. Or one more is type of one more is what? Type of val equal to float. This is what filters whatever we want it. Let me check it. Otherwise, we can modify it by adding this what if else elif thing also. That should be fine. Let me test this scenario in this approach. Right, copy this and add it here, then append. Okay, and then add val. So, and finally, this should give us complete expected filtering. We applied a condition if that value is greater than 5. At the same time, we are checking if that val is int or float, because those are only numeric types. That data I want to only filter on this int or float data, not on any other type of data. Right? I want to exclude other types. If that type is what? Int, or if it is float, then append it to val, provided if it is greater than 5. This is the actual logic. Got it right, friends? Now this should do the actual job. Right now, what I want is I want to print that list and see if everything is working as I expected. Otherwise, I need to make some changes. I'll show you how you can dynamically do that changes. Run this. Okay. What is it saying? Not supported between string and int. Oh, then what is that I should do? First thing, I should do one thing. I should also do one thing before I do this, because we are getting string data, right? And one more thing I should do is do one thing. In this scenario, otherwise, if type of val not equal to str, just we can filter it like this automatically. If it is not string, then it considers that data. And if type of val, because we have two different types here, one is Boolean, the other one is this one. So I just simplify this, not equal to which one, friends? Bool. And what? Val greater than, this is one thing. Maybe apart from that, next one. an inner condition. And if we are filtering, if data is not string or bool, then we are allowing to go to the next level. And if val is greater than 5, then I should append the data to the list like this. See, I changed another scenario here. I just dynamically updated my code to fit to my problem. Okay, let me see if this is working or not. Okay, let me test it. Again, it's not, it's saying, okay, final thing is you have to convert this to, it's the problem is with what, friends? The problem is with us, your data, all this. When you say type of val, just a minute, what exactly? Greater not supported between instances of string and this thing. Okay. Then we have to apply if it is string or if it is bool, it's saying we should not apply greater than. Anyhow, it won't come with string data here, right? The issue is here, friends. Actually, it's saying that you are applying greater than on string data. Then the other solution here is, okay, let me take like this. If finally, let me go like this. If type of val equal to int, okay, or if or type of val equal to float, then only in that case I should do the validation. Okay, let's try like this. I think I tried different these things. Simply what you have to do, then my, and if, what is that I should do? If val greater than 5, so colon, then my list dot append. Okay, append of what, friends? Val. Let's see. Then this is actual thing. This should work for us. Okay, let us see if this is working for us. We are perfectly filtering here. We're applying type of val int or float. Then we should get to the next level. And then let me run this now. This time, see, perfectly working. See, we got same output as previous one, right? This is how we can simply filter our data. Simple approach, right? Now, did you get this, friends? See, I just did a bit of that and this, and finally I came to this. Sometimes it comes directly when you write, when you are in best mode and best thought process, you get it quickly. Sometimes here and there you just need to adjust and finally tune your code to get the expected output. You got it right. So this is how we have to just keep on exploring, friends. Okay, this is a quick idea for solution one, standard solution. Same thing now you can simply make this simply, right? What is that? So now you are going for solution to a tuple comprehension. This time we are much more prepared. What is that? Because with all that experience, all the discussions we had from with me and with our friends like Adish and Naveen, we are more experienced now. So now we are applying comprehension. This time we are going with what? With a better experience. We are implementing solution to this problem too with a more experience here. Let's add that experience quickly this time. What is that? My tuple 2 equal to simply, anyhow, tuple comprehension gives you what? Generator object. So we need to do a conversion, explicit conversion. So converting that to tuple in the beginning itself. Why? This time I am more experienced. You got it right? So what is that I should do? Same thing what you did some time back. What is that? Copy iterator, paste it here. And then just add, what is the expression? Just pass value to that tuple comprehension. That value, whenever that condition is true, each value will be added to that tuple. That's all. That's what happens. So just pass value. Don't use anything else here. And then one more thing, remove that colon there. Condition check. Condition check what? Copy this whole stuff, put it here. Okay, remove that. That's thing. Over. We are done. This time, same thing what you created in the standard process. We are just simplifying that here in the tuple comprehension. Only thing is what? Instead of using my list.append, we have a much more simple solution. Just pass value here. Don't do anything. That's what this comprehension is saying. And we are passing that. Now finally what? Print my tuple 2, right? Now right click and then run this. You should get two outputs, right? What do I have on the top? Why I'm getting this? So this is not filtering data. Why generator is coming? There is so much is coming here. Let me run it again. Till this we are okay. Right click, run this. What did I print? List. Okay, this is our solution. Then what I am printing? My tuple is fine. Then why these many outputs are? We got some tuple output here. Let me clear this anyhow. Clear all. Maybe. Let me rerun this. Wow. Why this many? We have actual tuple here. And again, we are getting this. Why this many things are iterating? Let me put a debugger. See, in this case, what I do? Why this fellow is coming with so many solutions? I think there is this thing here. Actually, this is what we need finally. Okay, let me run it. Put a debugger, run this now. What exactly is happening? Just matter of this thing, right? In such cases, I'm also showing you how to debug your code. This should work as expected, friends, because if it is working here, same thing will work here also in comprehension.
There is no greater than 5, right?
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Adish, for bringing that into the notice. Okay. So, and maybe you can add this as well at the end. Let me give a try. And val greater than 5. Let me add it and see. Stop and rerun. Now again, it's getting the same. Let me just modify it. So we need one more condition here, friends. What is that? That val thing, I missed it. Understood now? Which I missed here? Val thing. I should add this. Maybe I am not sure about the syntax. Just a minute. I'll take some help here. Just don't tell me, friends. Let me follow my approach. I know you have already solved this, if I'm not wrong, some of you. But let me solve myself. I'm very curious about things. Okay, let me try. So correct this. Just ask ChatGPT. A simple correction it will do. Okay, type of valent and type of val equal to float. Will this work? Let's me put. And finally, it's giving the whole solution here. What is a tuple? Val for val in tuple. This is fine. If type of val in, okay, just a small this thing this guy is doing. What is that? Combining this into this. Let's try this now. Almost it is same. What this guy did, let me just add that here. If type of val int like this, or what did he did there? One more is okay. So this is one thing. Or he put a bracket for this whole bracket. That's all right. Type of val. Okay, maybe we need to add one more run. Okay, remove this. That's all. So this is what he did, friends. He just separated type of int and merged these two into one. That's all. Let's try this and test it. What if our chat GPT is working as expected? Still we are getting why? So let us do one thing then. Let me give solution, problem and solution both. Sorry, problem and data and problem. Let's ask ChatGPT to solve this. Type of values. Why this is not? Let me copy and paste also. We are using the same thing under solution to put this. Okay. We try to run the same. but we are getting a multi-solution, not this one. We don't need this. Let me ask clearly that charge, because giving clear prompt is very important. My output should be this. Okay.
I have pasted.
No, Naveen, no. Wait, just wait for a minute. I'll see that after this. Okay. This is what this guy gave us. See? So here, same thing. He put this two into one, this thing. You can see here, this same, he just merged this into one and this one into one more condition. So finally, all with one if only. You can see, let's run this now. This should work. Even this is not working. Is it? We applied, let me debug it. What is happening here?
You put instead of or and.
Here also you want and.
Yeah, just try it out.
Okay. Stop and rerun. I think this time we are not even getting this one. Okay. Still we are missing something. I'll debug it. Let me debug it. Condition. The only thing is issue is with what? Issue is with condition, Naveen. We'll fix it. No problem. That is what, right? Sometimes it comes like this. So you got expected output. If val
I got
greater. Okay, no problem. Why ChatGPT is struggling to get a solution? I'll just simplify. This is not working. Not giving. Just giving this one is instance of.
Yeah, I have used the same is instance instead of type.
Okay, let's try this now then. Okay, let's try this. Why? And this much of output we should not get here. Generator object is coming and then it's getting converted. Let's put a debugger here. Or is it issue with my PyCharm? Let me debug it anyhow. Let's see what's happening. All right, one iteration is fine. Let's see. And what it's giving, put a cursor on tuple and see what is there. We got actual result here itself. So this should give, right? It's working. See, we got perfect output here in this itself. And then run it. But here we are getting this much of output, not sure where I put some prints. Why this many? It's giving just only again. Is it running again? Let me run it again. Debug. The issue seems like there is small issue with this one, friends. Which one? Issue with PyCharm. This is the debugger. We have just one step here. The console, we don't have anything. Then go to next step and put a cursor here. When you put cursor here, my tuple has just what? Let's expand this. It just has these 6 values, that's all. But for some reason, did I put any? Let me create a new file. I think this solution is coming fine. While debugging, you can see, we can just only see just this is the tuple. We already acquired that. Even in the previous case, we should get that. Why we are getting these many? My tuple 2 should be fine. Okay, friends, I'll just check on that. Maybe should be issue with debugger. Let me do one thing. Let me run it directly with from idle. Otherwise, let me test it in idle ideally. So this is a simple comprehensive way, but let's see. Let's test it in idle. File, new file. So this happens even when you work in development. You have to be patient, friends. That's all. If you think what all this, then you will be, then you are missing out on something seriously. So test, I'll put test.py. Okay, save it. Now test it now. Go to the run. Maybe if it is issue with PyCharm, we'll come to know. Tuple projects. So where is Tuple project? This we don't need it. I think it is importing the, see, this is what happened. If I'm not wrong, see why all this output is coming, friends. Now I see this. This is coming from, it is importing the previous program. We are seeing all the output from previous program. You got it right now. So if you remove this, then this problem will be solved. Then we get, so since the beginning itself, we are doing it fine. But this guy is throwing it. See, what is the issue? After putting in idle, then we came to know. This, all that output is coming from where? Do you get it, friends? It is coming from this file. Which file? Because it's somehow it got auto imported into our program. And when I print it, it is trying to print all that data from here also. Got it? That's what I'm wondering, where this all this output is coming. Finally, you got it right. This is done. Actually, let's say Control Z. Whatever we did some time back, if this works or not, let's quickly test it. See, even this should work because same thing we are doing here. Tuple and something like run this now. Let's see. This is not working. No problem. And one more solution is what? This is one more solution. Right? Let's try this. See, even this is first one we did. The first solution we did, just adding, after that we added this. See, Naveen, R is also working here. See, following? Naveen, you there, right? If you put
yes.
R also, it is working. The problem is PyCharm. That's what I was saying. You see, right? There is some issue with PyCharm. So even and is not needed, Naveen, because if this int this thing, then it should work on that. And this should compulsory follow. Following these two things, either one of these two, this should be followed. So these three are must here, and this between these two we should have AND operation. So even R works here. This is how we can create this, friends. Because of PyCharm, next time if you face any kind of this issue, just let me know, friends. That please check if any auto imports are happening. Just as a matter of caution, I'm sharing with you. So finally, are you okay with this? Let me share these programs with you. Let me share all these programs with you. And thanks for all this, because I like that your involvement also into these sessions. And then face this also. Is it good for all of you, friends? Are you able to understand and are you able to apply? Following? I'll just keep this as is. Let's not. Maybe I'll do that a little